So,
So,
I'm James Bro, and this is my very first project for senior seminar. So for my project, I chose to do a video, obviously, and we are basically just going to be going right off of this here sheet that Mr. Green gave me. So, part 1, my learning style. Throughout my education at Saugatuck High School and other schools, because this was not my first, my learning style is, I don't like being lectured because it's boring, and I fall asleep a lot. I like to learn, like, visually, and by participating, and deadlines and restrictions have not been kind to me, as my grades will reflect. But, I don't know. I think I just do better in a more creative environment than an institutional environment. You know what I'm saying? So, the end for learning styles. Part 2, aptitudes. My aptitudes, things I'm good at, are art and drawing, and building things, mostly out of Legos, both 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional. And I think that will carry on into my later life and into my career choice. Values, what I believe. I believe people shouldn't lie. I believe gay people should be allowed to be married. I believe capital punishment should be a bit more entertaining. Spice it up a bit. I believe proper hair care is essential. I believe shoes should be optional regardless of setting. I believe SeaWorld should have an exhibit in which sharks and dolphins fight to the death so we may crown the true kings of the sea. I believe certain articles of clothing should have a size limit. Go to Walmart at midnight and you'll see what I'm talking about. I believe black and brown go together quite nicely. I believe group showers shouldn't be considered a thing of the past. I believe Law and Order's been on the air long enough. Cancel it.
it's already been canceled.
What?
It's already been canceled.
Why are you yelling at me? No, it's not. It's always on TV.
New ones aren't going to be made. It's over.
Wait,
Bum, bum. Done.
all of them? Like the...
No, just Law and Order. SVUs.
Well,
are what's
it's all the same. Whatever.
No.
Well, what was the original about then?
I don't know.
Order. All right, whatever. I believe it should be okay for men to refer to themselves as daddy. Like, oh, daddy's got a bad back. Daddy's got to lie down. One of the things I did recently that I think has influenced me the most indirectly was going around Holland doing the free hugs thing during Tulip Time. A few other kids and I walked around downtown Holland during Tulip Time when all the tourists were about, and we held up signs that said free hugs and gave people hugs. We were on the news. It was fun to just kind of, like, I guess have a part in other people's lives, kind of go outside your comfort zone and meet new people, which I like meeting new people, and I also like getting attention, and this kind of leads me to my next point, which is moving to Chicago, how it's always populated, and there's always people running around, and there's like no real downtime, and there's always something to do, and Chicago is one of the places that I'm thinking I want to go to college, because there are 2 really good art schools there, and I want to go to an art school. And I visited Chicago a lot with my mom because a lot of my family lives there. My favorite classes in high school have obviously been art. I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun to just kind of be able to make art all mimbly bimbly without really having restrictions. And Miss Wise was definitely helpful with my art and my artistic career. She put a lot of my work into competitions and stuff. She gave me a lot of advice. She just basically hooked a brother up. Applied Tech was cool because it was kind of like an art class just with a different medium. Rather than painting and drawing, you're making videos or stop animation films. And thirdly is creative writing. I've always liked writing, even though I'm not exactly the best at it. But it's fun to express yourself using, like, in writing. As for student activities, I have played football and basketball, and I've run cross country and track during high school. I played freshman basketball, and then I stopped playing because I had long hair and they wouldn't let me wear a headband. And I played football for 8th grade, freshman, and sophomore year, but I stopped playing after sophomore year because I didn't really like it anymore. I think I played it mostly just because Peter did. Peter's my older brother, for those of you who don't know. And after that, I got into cross country, and that's been pretty fun. A lot of my friends run. Bauer's been pretty cool about it. He's helped me out a lot, not only in cross, but just all around, especially in school. And I've done track since 7th grade, and I've just really enjoyed track. Grades and ACT scores. My grades have never been the greatest because I don't really apply myself in school. I don't do homework most of the time, and when I do, it's probably going to be late. But what can you do? Anyway, I'm lazy, and I have trouble caring about things that I kind of know I'm not going to use later in life. I don't really get stressed about schoolwork as much as I probably should. Like, if I don't get an assignment done, I'm not like, oh my god. I just kind of blow it off. I'm not stupid, I'm lazy. So remember that, people looking at my grades. My ACT scores were okay. I wasn't happy with them, but a lot of people say, that's really good. But, I don't know, whatever, I didn't like them. I think I might retake it, which is weird because I'm lazy. Things I've accomplished during high school, outside of school, I've won a lot of art awards. I sold a poster design for the Chamber Music Festival for $50. That was pretty cool. I am part of the Art Honor Society, and I get to wear honor cords at graduation. I've been all-state in track for 2 straight years. I was part of a relay, so I don't really like to take credit for that much. But I was all-state, Not a big deal or anything. And I designed the sign at Oval Beach. So that's cool. That got a lot. That was in the newspapers a lot. And it's kind of cool to just be able to tell people, like, hey, I made that. And they're like, well, no, you didn't. And yeah, I did, because my signature's going to be on the back, so whatever. Now on to where I am now. I am a senior in high school. My goals and priorities for this year are to graduate high school and get into a good college. And then throughout the school year, I'd like to beef up my portfolio so I can apply for art schools and have something to show for it. I need to get a job because I'm a bum, and I have been for a while, and I can't drive yet. Legally, anyway. And I don't want to live in my mom's basement till I'm 30, although she does make a pretty mean meatloaf. I want to do well in cross country. I want to make it to the state meet. And I also want to go to state and track again, but for some individual events this time instead of riding off of a bunch of seniors that were probably a lot better than me. In 5 years, my goals will probably be to graduate college, find a place to live with the woman I love, and get married and have kids and have an awesome career doing something I love, not just like sitting at a desk hating my life, because that's what I do in high school, and I'm sick of that. Possibly open my own business, like a coffee shop or something. I could sell my own art, and I could sell other people's art. At some point in my life, I kind of want to be a starving artist just to see what it's like. And I just watched Aladdin today, and it seemed kind of cool to be like a street rat.